Hello, how are you? I hope you're fine wherever you are. My name is Judith Kwamboka, your convener for the study challenge of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015 with the revisions of 2022. Today, we are still going to focus in this video, part 9 of the Act, on the methods of procurement, and specifically, we are going to look at section 105, and that is request for quotations as a method of procurement. Good. So when can you use request for quotations? Number one, you use request for quotations if whatever you want to buy falls within the threshold for request for quotations. That is, if it is for goods and non-consulting services, the estimated value is 3 million. And if it is for works, the estimated value is 5 million. Please refer to Schedule 2 of the regulations, and you'll be able to read for yourself the threshold matrix, even for other methods. Number two, when you can use request for quotation is that you want to buy goods, works, or non-consultancy services that are readily available in the market, readily available. Number three, if you want to buy goods or services which are there, which have an established market. So in such scenario, in those three scenarios, you opt for request for quotations. And when using request for quotations, your focus is to use the registered list of suppliers. So then what happens when you have 1,000 registered suppliers? What you're supposed to do, what you're expected to do is that you need to have a rotation schedule. A schedule maybe this month, next month. For January, you will use these suppliers. February, these suppliers. March, these suppliers. That way, you're giving everyone an equal opportunity to participate. Remember, you can't invite all their 1,000, say under one category, to present to you a quote. You just use a few, a minimum of 3, but you invite as many as you can, but they must be a minimum of 3. And in the same regard, you must receive a minimum of 3 for you to be able to proceed to, say, evaluate the quotes that you have received. So for further details, please read section 105. Read also regulation 91 on how exactly to make use of requests for quotations. Let me take you through section 106 on procedure for using requests for quotations. One thing you must note under this is that you must use the standard tender document for requests for quotations. I know it was reviewed a while back, and we have a set of new documents. Maybe now they are no longer new. We've been using them for a while, but previously we had, for requests for quotations, we had a very simple form. This changed with the review of the standard tender document, so ensure you use the one that is published in the PPRA website. That is the current one, and that is the one you are expected to use. So section 106 will explain to you the things which you need to include in your RFQ. Of course, they include the name and address of the PE, the specific requirements, an explanation of where and when the quotations shall be submitted, and anything else required under this act or the regulations to be set out in the request for quotations. So, as I have already said, you need to give your RFQ to as many bidders or as many registered suppliers as possible, but don't invite everyone again unless your list is very short. Otherwise, the assignment again becomes very heavy. But ensure that with time, you have been able to give everyone an opportunity to participate in the procurement activities. Then number two, just know that if you have maybe a list that doesn't have many people, at least ensure that 3 have been invited and that you've received 3 before you consider it appropriate for you to continue with opening and evaluation. So at least 3 persons shall submit their quotations prior to evaluation. And you give them adequate time so that they are able to respond to your requirements. Please note that with RFQ, time has not been set as a fixed one. It's you to use your judgment to see what time is adequate, and also depending on the urgency of your procurement need. And the other thing for you to note is that under RFQ, the firm that has the lowest price but has met the requirements set in the RFQ is the one that is awarded. And prior to that, before an award is made, a recommendation for an award is made, the head of procurement must carry out a market survey to be able to ascertain that the prices they've been given by the bidder who is likely to carry the day are within the market price. Where the lowest price is above the prevailing market rates, the request for quotations shall be cancelled or terminated in accordance with the cancellation and termination procedures set out in this Act. So just note that you, as the person in charge of procurement, or whosoever is in charge of procurement, must ensure that a market survey has been carried out, so that the firm that you're awarding them within the prevailing market price in the market. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are buying a pen at 1,000 Kenya shillings just because the lowest evaluated firm quoted 1,000, whereas out here a pen cannot be bought at 1,000. Now, once an evaluation has been done, an evaluation report has been prepared, the head of procurement has carried out a market survey and issued a professional opinion, and it has been approved. What goes into contract formation out of the process of request for quotation is a purchase order or a service order, LPO or LSO. So the procuring entity shall place a purchase order with the person submitting the successful quotation, and that person is expected to confirm in writing that they have received it and they are going to deliver as per the order. So that's all about request for quotations as a method of procurement. And as usual, I always encourage you to read for yourself, which I believe you've already done. Read section 105, section 106, and regulation 91 for more details on how to apply this method of request for quotation. So thank you very much. I hope to see you in the next video. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so and hit on that subscription, on that notification bell, so that whenever we upload any other video, you're able to be notified and to check it out. Thank you very much.